Okay. Done, and done. Done.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. Dun. Right. Let me close that. I punch this, see if this actually has content on it. Yes, it does. It has my face. All right.
Okay, so guys, let us know when you can see us and hear us. I'm hoping from Corley's typing that means he can see and hear us. I'm not sure yet.
I just checked on the stream page, so it's good.
Great.
So whenever you want to start this monkey circus,
okay,
feel free.
I'm sorry? What was that?
Like a rat ghoul. Nice.
1 second, I'll get my screen set up here so I can see Discord. I can see you. I'm pretty sure I know what you look like. I married you. Where the hell is my Discord? Okay. Starting the show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On this episode of the AIE Podcast.
BlizzCon Guildhall 2017? It's so last year.
Right? Destiny is cursed.
Bards are performing?
SOTOR has a token to boost.
SOTOR or Star Wars? Okay.
I thought it. I had the wrong one in the notes because that's how I write notes.
Gotcha. And we're talking to ourselves because we're our own guests.
Yes. All that and more coming up now.
AIE Podcast.
All right. Welcome to episode 288 of the podcast celebrating you, the Alia Octa Est gaming community. The Die Has Been Podcast. I'm Makala, and I've been busy messing up stuff in the guild kitchen. I apologize. To my left is Tet.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. So the Mew house was struck by a plague this week. Yes, like a rat ghoul. So we're without everyone's favorite Altaholic. And due to the chaos of the holidays, we're also gonna do a solo show this week. Yay! Or a duo show because it's Tet and I doing the show. Yeah, the podcast is coming from inside the house.
That's right.
All right. So we're gonna be chatting a little more about in and out of game shenanigans. But first, let's cover this week's news.
AIE News. All right. If you visited the Guildhall at BlizzCon and have ideas of things you'd like to see added to the Guildhall for next time, please drop an email to officers@aie-guild.org so we can look it over and add to the discussion that's already ongoing for next year's Guildhall.
Well, you know what? It's better than the last minute, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Not that that's the way our community works ever.
Ooh.
1 second. All right, and Destiny 2 membership is going strong. Near daily activities, membership in the AIE 2 clan is growing as it approaches clan rank 2. Full clan raid has been cleared. Many members are hitting 350, which is the max gear score. The first expansion, The Curse of Osiris, arrives on the 5 December, if we want to be British about this. New planet Mercury, a new social zone, The Lighthouse, increased level cap, new raid contact, and new story content. We have in the show notes a backslide of raiders who have made that clear because bad interfaces are bad. And in Diablo 3 news, guildies are enjoying the new Season 12, which launched quite shortly after BlizzCon 17 ended because there was, no Diablo news in BlizzCon.
Yep. And in WoW news, nothing's happening this week. Unless you like raiding, and then, maybe a little raids going live with 11 new bosses called the Antorus Raid, which is the end raid for the Legion expansion. So we're going to have 11 bosses to get down. We're actually starting that for our raid team on Wednesday. If you are looking for guides, take a look at Wowhead and look up the Fat Boss guides. They have both text and video guides for each of the 11 bosses. And Heroic and Normal are this week. Next week, we'll launch the first wing of LFR and Mythic, and the last wing of LFR launches like mid-January. So, yeah, should be fun. We'll see how it goes. I'll report back next podcast.
Awesome. So here's a funny story that for the listeners, Hunts and Mrs. Hunts are coming to stay with us next weekend, early part of next week. Looking very forward to this. And we're trying to get my Sunday night Ravenloft game back to normal because we've taken some time off. And my DM said, "Hey, can we play next Sunday?" I'm like, "Well, no, we have guests in town." And then and then Hunts asked, "Hey, is there a laptop I can use for Sunday raid?" I'm like, "Never mind. Evidently, game is happening on Sunday because even though we have guests in town, one of which is actually another member of FERT, and yeah, raiding's happening."
Yep.
So that was pretty amazing. I'm like, "Yeah, no, we're fine. I can't game. We have visitors. Never mind. And Taurus is coming out. They're going to be raiding."
Exactly. Yep.
All right. And in Final Fantasy 14 news, patch 4.15, bards can now perform. Custom music options for bards under the performance ability. There's new PvP mode, which is Rival Wings. The Feast Season 6 is now live, which is ranked PvP play. Latest American version of Dual Commenced, there we go, is now archived and viewable. The Maiden's Rhapsody seasonal event returns. A Final Fantasy 11 crossover promotion event that rewards a cosmetic set of the old Final Fantasy 11 samurai armor. Letters from Producers number 39 is up on YouTube, which details some of the 4.1 and upcoming 4.2 features. Crossworld tells are now a thing, and there might be in link shelves in the future.
Yay.
That's a lot of news in one small space.
There is. And in SWTOR news, SWTOR Escape Podcast 219 by Balmora and Free to Play. Seema and Max the Gray finish up on Balmora in their continuing live character playthrough series, and they also talk about how free to play works these days, as well as the event that we went through with some of the officers and used the free to play feature for that, which worked out really well.
Wonderful. Yeah, I know you're quite enjoying that. When you took over the gaming laptop the other night.
Yeah, exactly. Escape Podcast 220, Putting the Hammer Down. Seema and Max the Gray run through Hammer Station Flashpoint in their continuing live playthrough series, and they talk about how guild or community in-game events can work, as well as other news from SWTOR, including the upcoming 5.6 patch that is coming out. And
awesome.
Speaking of this week, for Mandatory Fun Night this week on the 28th, it will be on the Imperial side doing Dread Palace, not Dread Fortress, but Dread Palace. And next week, Imperial side will do Ravagers on December 5th.
And remember, Mandatory Fun Night, where the involvement is not mandatory, but the fun is.
Yes, exactly. And coming on Tuesday, the 28th, is also patch 5.6, we will get a new level 70 token called a Master's Datacron. This is bought with 2,000 cartel coins, and you can boost a tune to level 70 and then go back and do any story you want and earn command XP while doing it. So you could take a level 1 character that is just hitting their starting area for the first time, boost it to 70, and start getting command XP from that first story all the way through while you do all the stories. So if you like doing the story, and have fun doing the character stories like the 1 through 50 stuff and things like that, and you want to earn a CXP, it is a hefty involvement in cartel coins, but it might be worth it for a few characters.
Nice.
We'll also be getting a new Flashpoint, a new Ops boss, Nahut in the Gods from the Machine operation on Iocath, a new Galactic Starfighter Deathmatch map set in orbit over Iocath, and legacy-wide credits and unassembled components, which is your gearing component, will become active on Tuesdays. So you can put credits in your legacy bank and any of your characters can access them. No more having to mail credits back and forth. And the same with the unassembled components. They will become legacy-wide and can be shared among tunes, which will be really nice.
Awesome.
There will be an update to the Group Finder UI. And they plan to turn character transfers back on after the server consolidation. Should be around 90 cartel credits for a limited time, and then it will bump back to its normal price of 1,000 cartel coins. And also coming on the 28th, as if that wasn't enough, you will get double XP, double command XP, and double Valor for the week of the patch launch.
Fabulous. All right, in Star Trek Online news, Spiral will complete the Research Facilities 1 with Operations Facility 1 queued up right behind it, which will then have the Spire Tier 1 upgrade behind that. Research Facility has 5 more projects to be filmed, and then AIE can start on the completion of the big projects for it. AIE is also nearing Tier 1 for both branches of K-13. And making decent progress on the first tier of the colony. AIE, you guys are killing it in STO. Keep up the hard work. Also, head over to Star Trek Online and check out the Black Friday sales going on through Monday night. Packs are on sale, 25%. Packs are on sale, 25 off all items in the C-store. Bonus Zens if you purchase more Zen. A Minor Invasion event is currently going on. It's a great way to get marks for rep or fleet marks for fleet projects as well.
Yep. And in Eve, there is no public news. Political machinations are afoot.
Aren't they usually with Eve?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was Eve's version of nothing to see here, nothing to see here.
Redacted.
Redacted,
they're borrowing,
right.
Yeah, they're borrowing from Secret World.
Yeah. Well, paranoia, it's about the same. And Guild Wars 2, carrots for the Guild Hall. Monday Fun Night, also MNF, is still a thing. Path of Fire is still awesome. Living World Season 4 starts at the end of the month, and there'll be a new Fractal Dungeon and the first wing of a new raid. All right.
Yay.
That's our news. Let's chat about what's going on in and out of game. Ted, I know you are a little more tuned in than I am when it comes to the geekery right now. Mm-hmm. So what have you been doing?
What I have been doing, WoW time has gotten a severe backburnered status because there just isn't that much story. I mean, there isn't any story right now in game that I haven't gone through on my main character. I still have 2 characters left of the 12, my Demon Hunter and my Monk, to level up. And this would be a great time to do it with the anniversary going on and the 13% experience bonus. I just can't bring myself to do it right now. No, it's the bonus will be there. I can get to 110 in a zone and a half without the XP bonus due to the heirlooms and stuff. So I'm not worried about leveling that. I did finish and get my Alliance tune to 110, and she's halfway through Argus now. Again, I kind of backburnered her, but I will, once Antorus releases, I will get her finished through Argus. And then I'll have all the tunes through Argus, except, again, for the 2 that level. We're planning, like I said, to raid on Wednesday, poke our heads in Antorus and see how that goes.
All right, so clearly I'm on Munchkin duty that night.
Yep. And I did hit Artifact Power 74. I just need to get to 75 to unlock the last trait in the Crucible, the Nether Shadow Crucible. My brain just locked up what it was. And then basically Tet's main weapon will be done and the quote-unquote AP grind will be done. You can go to 100, but right now most world quests are giving anywhere between 1 billion to 2 billion attack power.
Mhm.
And just to get from 74 to 75, I needed something like 229 billion artifact power. So it's like,
Yeah.
no,
Not worth it.
not, well, it's not something that I want to sink time into, because one, once you hit 75, that's really what your goal is for your weapon. And then two, they're going away after this expansion. The weapons are, so there's really no point in trying to get to 100. If I get to 100, great, but I'm not gonna grind out and try and get there. In fact, I'm probably gonna start throwing artifact power into the other weapons just to finish powering them up. But that's mainly what we've been doing in WoW. We haven't been raiding for the past couple of weeks since before BlizzCon. Just a little bit of burnout, a little bit of, we can tell we're in the middle of the expansion. You're starting to hit that lull a little bit. So I'm hoping with tomorrow we'll get at least some story within Taurus, and not just a, hey, go unlock a door and, oh, the raid's open. I hope there's a little bit more story progression from Magni on this. But where I have been spending my time is in Star Wars. So I joined in on the we did mandatory fun night on Tuesday night. We had fun. We did one of their operations, and that was fun. We almost got the last boss down. We just ran out of time. Probably a third pull, and we would have got it done. I have been working on my trooper, which, fun story here. I was having fun with trooper. Tons of DPS, AoE DPS, single target DPS. No lack of firepower. Went to go apply her abilities, round level 35, because I forgot I have enough abilities. I really don't need more, but right. Okay, let's go put them into this healing spec. What?
Yeah.
What? My commando's a healer? Oh. Okay, I guess I made that choice and forgot to tell myself that.
Yeah.
But apparently the DPS on this particular tune in healing mode is outstanding for leveling, which is
perfect.
All that I care about right now. Yeah,
right.
I'm not trying to heal on the tune. I went to play my operative on the Imperial side because I wanted to get her through some of the story, because they're part of the 5.6 is the Chiss Ascendancy storyline. Parts of it are starting to get released, and she's a Chiss operative, and she can't do. She's a healer as well. Found that out, and she can't do near the DPS the commando can. So I've got to go in and tweak some things.
What is it with you and gaming and healing, and now evidently forgetting that you're a healer?
I have a spreadsheet, and
you didn't check it out, did you? Yeah, no, I do remember you going like, wait, what the heck? And I remember you, hurriedly pulling up your spreadsheet.
I did, because I wanted to have tank, heal, DPS, and there are only certain classes, certain subclasses, specs that can be healers. So one of them is commando. So it's not that big a deal. Unlike WoW, it doesn't seem like, at least at the lower levels, the gear for healing actually matters as much. So we'll see how that goes as it levels up. But did that. We also participated in, we had a all officer fun night for AIE, and started level 1 tunes on Drummond costs, either Sith Sorcerer or Sith Assassin, and had fun leveling up a tune as well. So
awesome.
Just a lot of leveling, just because the story is so good in Star Wars. Sorry, I keep going back to story, but the lack of story in WoW right now is being supplemented by all the story in SWTOR.
Well, that's also the beauty of having a gaming community, as compared to just one game, as you can switch from game to game, and you're also able to still play with the community you love and people you know.
Exactly. But it's been fun. I did manage to get to Command XP, I want to say 160, 161 on my main tune that I've been leveling up, which is my Sith Sorcerer. I think it goes 90, 180, and then 300 is the level 3. So I'm trying to get to 180 soon. But it's been fun. I finally got all the tier pieces, or all the tier pieces, because I was missing the lower robe piece for the set. So now I have all 7 tier pieces on the character out of the Command XP crates. So been having a lot of fun with that. So what have you been up to in or out of game?
Well, not near enough gaming of any variety right now, just because of the holidays and real life happens and stuff gets canceled, unfortunately. Our Monday night game, which used to be our Cities of Mist, but is now a D&D game, is going strong. We're a few weeks into the Lost Mines of Philander?
Philander.
I never remember this.
And we're after the Starforge something. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a great time. Guess what, guys? Tet's playing a healer, and he remembered this time.
I did, and I don't like 5th edition healers. Can we go back to 4th edition, please?
Honestly, we just need like a healing cantrip, and everything would be good.
Something, because it's like 3 spells and I'm done. It's like, okay, I'm out.
I understand. Resource management. I had the same issue when I played Mercy.
Yeah. So
that's a challenge. Especially, we also don't have a paladin for backup.
We have a bard.
So we have a friend, and he's a very, very clever guy. We're one of the cleverest guys I know when it comes to gaming. And inevitably, he brings in a martial character. In our first campaign together, he brought in a half-orc ranger named Butcher. In the second campaign together, he brought in this one. Okay, so Butcher lasted 6 sessions,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. In the second campaign that we all played together, he brought in a human paladin, which lasted much longer, named Nail. He played him for several months, majority of the campaign. And then in this campaign together, he brought in a dwarven fighter named Brahm, who lasted 3 sessions.
Because he doesn't do well playing non-charismatic, non-intelligent characters.
In all 3 incidents, the characters, at least, the paladin was charismatic, he was stupid. Real stupid. Yeah. So so then he brought in a bard.
Yeah.
Which is the exact opposite. It's it's pretty funny, and oddly enough, my rogue is not sure what to think about him.
Shocker.
There's suspicion about Mills's character. This is, by the way, also happened 3 times.
Yeah.
First time it was okay eventually. Yeah, because she realized he was a fracking liar and she liked him.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's fun.
So that's happening Monday night. Our DM is fabulous. She's brand new at D&D, much less DMing, and she's just taking it and running. She's doing great voices. She's really
doing good
nice
storytelling.
Yeah, and it's nice because with this particular group, we've never done a character-based game.
Yep.
So that's a lot of fun being able to kind of do in that, where it's playing more the character than the class.
Yep, exactly.
Which we like, except for the fact that you only have three heals.
3
heals.
I have 3 heals, and there is no long rest in a dungeon.
Nope, there's not. And cleric spells, unlike warlock spells, don't reset after a short rest.
Nope. What we need is a healing warlock. There we go.
Yeah, totally. That would be a good idea. Warlocks can get cantrips from other places, but there's no healing cantrip.
I know.
So, also, warlocks can heal. They just have to drain from things to heal.
Right.
It's not pretty. It's not nice.
Nope.
Let's see. Not really doing a ton of gaming. My Friday night group, speaking of warlocks, so a few months ago, she got her hand cut off by her best friend because it had fell infested because he had died in a pool, and they got him back, but he was still infested. So she went to grab it to kind of touch him to figure out what was going on, and it latched onto her, and he cut off her hand. And yeah, it was a great time. And
so
Cthulhu,
Ash and the Evil Dead?
I'm sorry?
Ash and the Evil Dead with the hand cut off?
Yeah,
Did you
pretty
replace
much.
it with a chainsaw?
No, she prayed to her power, which is Cthulhu, because it's me, and proceeded to get blessed with an illithid hand.
Oh, nice. So you have not flippers, but you have tentacles?
She gets tentacles, yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Tet, this is Sasha's daughter who has an illithid hand.
Well, it's a version of...
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With an illithid hand. Which then last gaming session tried to touch said friend's brain.
Oh, yes.
And everything is a damn con check here. And I lost con when we got here because I missed a save.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about it. We did FanFest, which was a lot of fun, which was, however, not very profitable for our company. And that just means that I have less to prep for Comic-Con next year.
True.
But we met.
It was fun.
I'm sorry?
It was a good time as far as
it was a good time.
Not so much, but it was fun.
Yeah, when you spend 2 days smiling and meeting people and that, so that was good.
You got a fabric hookup.
Oh my god, I got a fabric hookup, and she has Hogwarts stuff.
What do you say?
Thank you, dear. That's okay, because Mew's wife Jen found a place today that has Kingdom Hearts fabrics.
Oh, nice. Ryan will love that.
Yeah. Was it yesterday? She may have found it yesterday, but in any case, okay. Yeah.
Back to games. So which game was it that your DM said, oh, by the way, could you please re-roll your characters as level 1? Oh, yeah, and then advance them to level 20?
Yeah, so same game that the Warlock has. One second, I have a visual. One moment. I'm sorry. Please pause.
Oh, do you have the hand tentacles over there?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, and there's Celine in the background.
Our dog's name is Celine, and we call her Weenie. Nobody had dropped Trow, okay?
I said Celine in the background.
Oh, I heard Weenie. So, yeah, so these are my accessories that would have popped out at game Friday night, but I got canceled due to the holidays.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yes, so our DM's like, by the way, I need you to have your characters at level 1 recreated. Like, really? That's not a good thing?
No.
Also, you will also want to make sure, because we're doing a god campaign. In essence, our characters are eventually going to become gods. In theory.
In theory. If you survive the experience.
She's not meant to be a god. That's not her. But we're all supposed to have our characters at level 20.
Cool.
As well. So yeah, I had to recreate her at level 1, which actually Warlocks are still kind of good at level 1.
Yes, they are. As Kenny found out.
Yes, as our Kenny found out, who's playing our Warlock in our Monday game.
Yeah, it's just her dice are horrible.
My God. If anybody knows of some really great ways to uncurse dice, please contact Dan Kenya via Twitter or let us know, because her dice never roll well, and we've tried everything. We've tried new dice, we've tried electronic dice. We've tried everything short of bathing them in holy water or blessing them under a full moon or with sage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting her for Christmas.
And unfortunately, John's dice aren't much better. So I think that whole family's cursed.
Yeah. El Carth, his dice don't work either. So.
But you, so the last thing is we did do last Sunday, which is why we didn't do the podcast at our normal time. We did do early Thanksgiving, and you did wonderful.
Thank you. So yeah, the guild kitchen was a mess.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It was a mess because, of course, early Thanksgiving involves multiple batches of croissants and puff pastry for the brie and the turkey and the normal stuff and caramel apple pie and.
Yeah, the last of the leftovers left the fridge today, except for the desserts, because
Desserts are still valuable.
you can't do that to desserts.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was a good time. See, what else have we been up to? Psyched out for Star Wars.
Yes.
We have now reached the Makala wears a Star Wars shirt every day, 3-week
Pretty
period.
much.
Yep.
Yep.
And if I'm not wearing no apple is it to not be biscuits. Yes, I know this is America. However, I cook fancy.
I make the biscuits.
He makes
I
the
make
biscuits.
the biscuits.
He does.
I do, and they're good. They're good biscuits too.
Delicious biscuits.
She makes awesome gravy, so we do biscuits and gravy. It's awesome.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, Star Wars is coming up. We've reached the all things Star Wars all the time. I would apologize, but I can't.
I think Corley. Yeah, I was gonna say Corley said I could do that also. Wear Star Wars shirts every day. Yeah,
Corley, join me in wearing Star Wars shirts every day. I'll show for the for the chat room.
Yep.
That is today's Star Wars shirt. It's a muscle tee with the Death Star and X-wings because X-wings.
Show it off again. Sorry,
I'm sorry.
The camera grabbed my screen to yours.
Oh,
show the
1 second.
There we go. Yay!
So let's see. I think that's
Good
about
job.
it. Ooh, so Corley is currently wearing a fashionable Star Wars t-shirt along with a Boba Fett hoodie.
Awesome.
Very nice. Very, cool. Very nice. All right. Anything else, my dear?
Yeah. No, I think that's it. It's mainly WoW and Star Wars for me. You've been pen and paper gaming, and now we're just getting ready for our annual family friends Festivus on Yule, and that's about it. I think we're good.
Yeah. All right. So that's a show for tonight. While the chat room begins suggesting show titles, we want to thank each other for coming on the show and wish Mew a speedy recovery from the undead plague.
Yes, exactly. If you have questions or comments about our show, you can email us at podcast@aie-guild.org. You can also follow us on Twitter. The show is at AIE Podcast. Mew is at the Mewcow, Makala is at Cyberwave, and I am at Ivory Tiger. We record live with video every other Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and you can join the chat room and play along with us on our website, guild.org/podcast-live-stream. Our Discord server for chat is at bit.ly/AIE Podcast Discord. Our theme was composed by the amazing Andrew Allen. Follow him at Keys with Soul or visit his website, keyswithsoul.com.
And now it's time to play all the great AIE member segments we received this week, including overly dramatic news from Hunts the Wind, because somehow some guy was sick and didn't want to do an alt-itis. What is up, Mew? Oh, yeah, no voice. There's that.
Voice. Yes.
No voice.
I think he said it drops like 5 octaves and you can't hear him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and he already has that low voice anyway. So
exactly. All right. And next time we will be talking to Duras about Final Fantasy or Destiny or whatever else comes to mind. So until then, AIE.
Sorry.
So until then, AIE, this is Tetsemi.
This is Makala, and this has been the AIE Podcast.
Yay. All right.
Sorry for
chat
the
room.
Short show this evening. Just we wanted to make sure we got a show out since it has been so long.
Yep.
And then someone got sick.
Yeah. But there was a lot of news, so we got it.
Exactly.
So we may have to make up our own show title. Can we do that?
Ooh.
Oh, wait. Sybil sneaks in with one.
Yay!
War Stories return. I like that.
Hey, evidently the Secret Santa sign up ends soon.
Yes, it does. So. All right. Well, BlizzCon happened and War Stories return. Looks like it's it, unless we have any more entries coming.
Oh, the podcast returns. The turkey returns.
You could put all these in.
Wait. I think between Van Flick and Cordley, they're calling us turkeys.
Yeah, you know, they're not wrong.
We got rid of the turkey today. Because that thing had been eating for a week.
Yes, I know. It was a good turkey.
Even you're tired of turkey, even though on Thanksgiving you had turkey leftovers for lunch and turkey for dinner.
Well, I had to recreate what we used to do for Thanksgiving. You know, have Thanksgiving dinner and then Thanksgiving lunch, and you know, good times.
It's a lot of turkey.
I know. So, all right. Well, I think we will end it here, and we will sort out a show title and surprise everyone with the show title and the feed. How's that?
Yes, but we should be returning in 2 weeks, and that might end up being our show. I think that might be our last show of the year because it depends on Mia's schedule.
Well, 2 weeks is the 10th, and then 2 weeks after that would be Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah, we're not doing that. Okay.
No, and then New Year's Eve. So no, we'll do one on the 10th.
So in 3 weeks is tree trimming at my mom's.
Right. Yeah. No. So
by the way, we're tree trimming at my mom's.
Yeah.
On the 17th.
Okay. Wait a minute. The day after you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only time we can do it.
Oh, I know. That's good.
Or Yule.
Yeah, no. Not unless your mom wants to host Yule. No, say. The parking alone would be a nightmare. All right, guys. Have a good evening. Thank you, chat room, for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us. You guys are absolutely fantabulous and amazing.
And we will see you in 2 weeks.
We could do a new. The answer is me, Corley.
The answer is McCullough. 2 drinks, done.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.